Hey guys, Ulrich here with Guitar Ingenuity. So happy 2019 to all of you. I want to start this year off with a quick review on a karaoke microphone. So yeah, ironically, I'm doing a review on a singing mic, and it's a well-established fact that I cannot sing at all. I think for those of you who have seen my previous videos, my attempts in singing failed miserably. Nonetheless, I believe what I can do today is give you an idea of how the thing sounds by me just speaking into it. We do a little bit of a comparison, even though, let's acknowledge, it's comparing apples to oranges. But nonetheless, I'm using my condenser microphone, the AT2020 here, for comparison purposes. And I actually feel that the karaoke microphone that we reviewed today, the Fifine K6, actually does a really good job in that department. So what we're going to do in a first step, I'm going to show you what comes in the box alongside the microphone. In a second, in the second portion of the video, we do a quick sound sample, me just speaking into the mic and playing a little bit of acoustic guitar. And then the third part is we're going to switch cameras, and I'm going to use my little orange amp, the Crush orange amp, to just mic the signal coming out of the amp, and I'll give you an audio sample of that. Now, to be clear, this is a karaoke microphone for under $20 on Amazon. So this is not a microphone that you would typically use for the purposes that I just described. It is a karaoke microphone. I don't have a karaoke machine, and well, I cannot sing, so we have to revert to other ways of giving you an idea of how the microphone sounds. So let's first have a look at what comes in the box, and I already took the contents out except for the microphone itself. So why don't we start with, well, let's start with the microphone. After all, that's the most important element. And here it is. So what I noticed, to be very clear, I'm certainly not an expert on microphones. So let's just acknowledge that and keep that in mind. But it appears to be built, it appears to be of solid build. And I gave it to my daughter, who's a vocalist, and she played around with it a little bit. And she confirmed it handles well. It has an on and off button, which she pointed out is actually quite useful. I wouldn't necessarily know about that, but she pointed out that this comes in very, very handy. So it looks like a sturdy build, and we're going to test it in a moment. Alongside the microphone, you obviously get a cable. And that cable, it might be a little bit confusing because the length of the cable is indicated on the box as, I saw a label somewhere. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, right here. I don't know if you can see it, let me come a little closer. 8 foot. It's actually longer than that. It's 14.8 foot long, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the 14 dropped off here and it should have read 14.8 feet in total length. So pretty long. Also, again, I'm not an expert on cables and wires, but I don't know, you know, having used a bunch of these over the years, primarily guitar cables, it is flexible yet very sturdy. So it's, again, handling is easy. So you do have obviously a, I believe they're called XLR plug, and here on the other side a regular 1/4 inch plug. This one connects to the microphone, obviously, like this. And that one you put into your karaoke box or any speaker device of your choice. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll be using my Focusrite interface. And unfortunately, it doesn't have the appropriate input. So what I will have to do is I can't use this cable that comes with the device. But for demonstration purposes, let me just get it here real quickly. We'll be using just a regular microphone cable. And then lastly, what also comes in the box is a manual pretty straightforward, and a little card with general information about Fifine technology. Okay, so now we have the K6 karaoke microphone in a one-on-one situation with the condenser microphone that I usually use. And again, this is a completely different price category compared to the microphone that we're testing today, the K6 by Fifine technology. Want to make sure I get that right. So as I'm talking right now, I'm recording the audio through both microphones independently at the same time, but independently as separate tracks. And alongside the video here, I will indicate which one of the microphones is activated, or the one you hear at any given moment. And that should give you a pretty good idea of how the microphone sounds and how it compares to a much more expensive microphone. So let me just now start playing a little bit. I keep it very simple, just a couple of open chords. I'm gonna play the same thing 4 times, and I'm gonna switch back between the microphones and always let you know which microphone track you're actually hearing right now, okay? I hope that makes sense. So here we go. Alright, so the microphone is turned on, and you see I still have my condenser microphone right here up and running as I simultaneously speak now into the karaoke microphone and hold it really close to my mouth, because that's really how you're supposed to use the microphone. What I just showed you with the guitar was suboptimal, clearly, because I just can't move the microphone close enough to the sound hole for it not to interfere with my playing hand. I still nonetheless believe I was able to give you a pretty good idea on what the microphone sounds like, the quality, and yeah, hopefully it was meaningful. I want to do one more quick thing, and that is put this microphone or use this microphone to mic my amp, my small orange amp. I'll play a little bit of electric guitar just to give you an idea of how that could sound. Alright, just real briefly, I put the microphone really close to my small orange amp. Gonna play a couple of chords just to give you an idea. So guys, that's it. Again, we're talking about the K6 from Fifine technology, available on Amazon under $20. So if it's for you or not, I don't know. And I realize this review was not optimal because I'm not a singer and I don't have a karaoke machine, but I do hope that my little bit of guitar playing and speaking into the mic directly will give you an idea of what you can do with it, and then you can decide if it's for you or not. I want to add one more point, and I feel that's important. You know, in going back and forth with the maker of this mic, Fifine technology, I think they're out of Asia, I believe China, but I could be wrong. They communicate really well, and they're really nice people. So that usually tells me something about the company and their products, and that just makes me more comfortable in dealing with them. So I was really impressed, and I was impressed in that regard because you don't see it that often. So again, if it's for you, it's something to check out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.